Hi there, my name is Jessica Drawson, and today I wanted to walk you through sort of a second step in how to use these QuickFlow actions. This is something that I already demonstrated in the JD Beautiful World group because a user posed a question for the group, and I was wanting to help show her how she could customize and batch edit using these actions. So just to sort of bring you up to speed, the question that the user had asked me, she said, listen, I found that for a certain series of images, it worked really well to be using let's say the JD QuickFlow portrait action, but then I also wanted to use bay leaf and I only wanted to have it at 50%. And how do I run this and do a batch where I can kind of customize it for a particular group of images? And so I wanted to show you guys today how you can do that. So I'm going to basically take her instance. She had already gone through, like I show in the step one, the very first video where I show you how to use these actions. She'd already been doing that for a series and she had determined what she liked. So I'm going to basically fast forward to that point. I'm going to pretend that I've already edited one and I know that I want to use this JD QuickFlow portrait, normal and underexposed, and that I want to use a specific one or two of these audition tints. So we're just going to go ahead now and assume that I'm already at that point, and I'm going to show you how you make your own customized actions so that you can use it in Bridge to batch edit. So we're going to go up here. First, we're going to make sure that we're within the JD QuickFlow set, and then we're going to go here to New Action, and let's call it Jessica's Custom Action for Elise. Okay, and I'm going to hit record. And now I'm going to make sure that I've sort of done my homework and I've looked at that last image that I have done, and that I'm going to basically be copying my steps. So let's say, like the user, the first thing I did was I hit the QuickFlow portrait action. And so I'm going to go ahead and run that, but notice I am hitting this record button down here. So I've started my own action, I hit this little red record button, and as you can see here it says Jessica's Custom Action for Elise, and the first thing it says now is Play Action JD QuickFlow Portrait. And here we have our folder. Now let's say that I'd already run some of these and I knew that let's say that I knew that I wanted my exposure balance to be at only 80%. Let's say I knew that I wanted to be using this warm top light bottom side vignette. And let's say that I also wanted to have reduced warmth on. And maybe change my saturation bump to 75%, okay? Everything I did just got recorded here. Then let's say that I was like, okay, but I really liked, let's say, bay leaf. So I'm going to go ahead and run bay leaf on top of it. And let's say that I liked bay leaf at 57%. And okay. And then let's say, oh, I also want to have a little bit of whoops, I don't know why that just happened. I also want to have a little bit of caraway seed there as well. And I only want that at 17%. Okay. So I have all the actions, everything that I did within the folder. It's all done here. I'm going to go ahead and unclick the record button. The record button is no longer on. And I have this thing here that says Jessica's Custom Action for Elise. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go back into my bridge, and I have all these other images that are very similar. And so what I can do, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to select maybe a couple. And we're going to go here, and I could do all of these if I wanted to, but just for the sake of having a quick video, I'm only going to select 2. And then I'm going to go up here to Tools and to Photoshop and Image Processor. And I am going to go here to Save as PSD. And I'm going to make sure that I'm in my JD QuickFlow. And I'm going to select my Jessica's Custom Action for Elise. So QuickFlow, Jessica's Custom Action, and now I'm going to hit Run. And what's going to be happening now is that the things that I have programmed in, so that I have basically all the settings that let's say that I love for this image, they're going to be applied now across all of these other images automatically for me. So I could be, going and shooting a whole other session if I wanted to, and in the meantime, these images would be all getting the same treatments. Now, they will not, obviously you can't go in and do any sort of hand edits, like you can't go in and paint into masks, etc. But it will do all of your basic setups for you, and then what you would do is just go into the individual folders and paint into any mask where you want to see skin correction or reducing redness, etc., etc. It should be finished now, or almost. It's just saving. I will get a little message saying that it can't process these CR2 files. That's fine. Just hit OK. But you can see here, these are the same exact actions that have been applied across everything. We've got all of the settings have been, left, and reduced warmth has been turned on, etc., etc. So everything should be consistent across the board. Then what you would need to do, if you want to do any hand edits, then you would just go in here and, go into any folders where you do any retouching, etc. But in terms of making all of those individual moves and trying to remember your settings, that's how you create your own little custom action, and then how you would do the batch edits in Bridge. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the JD Beautiful World users group. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, bye.